Okay guys, thank you for taking the time to participate in our study. I'm Nicole, and today I'll be the interview moderator. The purpose of this research is to better understand students' general attitude towards sunscreen. The results of our research will hopefully help companies create a better product to protect skin from the sun. I want to stress that your participation is entirely voluntary, that you may choose not to answer any of the questions we ask, and that you may leave at any time you choose. I'm audio taping the session with my iPhone only so that we can more easily produce a written transcript of the discussion. Everything you say here will be kept confidential. I will not identify you by name in the transcript of the meeting or in our research reports. Before we start the discussion, I'd like to lay down a couple of ground rules. First, to make sure we can hear what is being said, please speak as clearly as possible. Second, please don't interrupt anyone so that we can hear everyone's opinions. Most importantly, please tell me whatever it is you're thinking. I'm not looking for any particular answer. I'm here to hear whatever you have to say. Before I start with the questions, please briefly introduce yourself. While you do so, please tell me your first name only, your age, and where you are from. We'll start to my right.
Hi there, I'm Marcus. I'm 21 years old and I'm from Wisconsin.
I'm Sean, I'm 19 years old and I'm from Skokie, Illinois.
I'm Bridget, I'm 18 years old and I'm from South Bend, Indiana.
I'm Haley, I'm 18 years old and I'm from Racine, Wisconsin.
I'm Paige, I'm 20 years old and I'm from Joliet, Illinois.
I'm Brooke, I'm 22 years old and I'm from Woodbury, Minnesota.
I'm Joe, I'm 20 years old and I'm from Tacoma, Washington.
I'm Steven, I'm from Danville, Illinois, and I'm 22.
Thank you, everyone. Okay, we're going to get into some of the questions, and with the help of my group mates, Katie, Christina, and Lucy, we're going to ask you some of the questions. So, here we go. Okay, I'm going to be saying the questions. So, because I'm the mediator. Well, we'll start off broad here. Just give me your general attitude towards sunscreen. Like, what are the first words that come to your mind when you think sunscreen?
I'd say good idea, protection.
It smells good.
Really?
Yes, the ones I buy.
So you think it smells bad?
Yes.
Okay.
If this makes it easier, like 3 words just that come to your mind, and it can trail off another.
It's white.
Okay.
Oily.
Sticky.
Okay, what are the positive aspects of sunscreen? What do you think that's good about sunscreen?
Protects you from the sun, I guess.
Seems that everyone agrees with that.
Yeah.
I just got a consensus, so just from what I'm seeing. Okay, and then any other positives?
Well, I would say like in terms of technology, sunscreen, it's waterproof nowadays and stuff. So.
Definitely. And what are some negative aspects of sunscreen?
You have to wash your hands after you use it.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you miss your bath. You need help.
Having to reapply over and over.
Reapply, yep, definitely.
It gets in your,
Expensive. So.
it's okay. If it gets in your eyes, it sucks.
Okay, expensive, gets in your eyes.
Do you normally pay for your sunscreen, or do you have your parents pay for it?
Friend does.
Depends, really.
Depends.
Okay. Do you think that everyone should wear sunscreen or some form of SPF?
No.
There's a no over here.
Yes.
Yes.
I think so.
Yes.
Okay. So,
Why no?
yeah, why not? Steven?
Just don't get as tan.
Okay, and why should we wear sunscreen?
To prevent skin cancer
Okay,
and wrinkles.
okay. And now we're going to go into more of the application. How and when do you usually wear sunscreen?
At the beach.
Summertime.
So, like, right when you get to the beach, it's not like you, or like, when do you apply it throughout the day if you know you're going to the beach?
Probably before I go, so I don't have to bring it with me. I apply it whenever I'm outside. And it's sunny.
Yeah, I apply it if I'm like gonna go
In the
for a run
weather.
or something, and I know I'm gonna be outside for more than like 30 minutes.
Okay.
I'll bring the spray can with me, and like if I start to feel my skin like get hot, I'll just put more on.
Okay. I gotcha. Okay. Anyone else have a comment to that? How and when you use it? But okay. Who or what influences you to buy a particular type of sunscreen? Like, it could be the texture or it could be the brand, but who or what influences your decision process?
Not commercials, I guess.
Commercials, okay.
The price and the SPF.
Price and SPF.
I'm with Joe. I usually grab the spray stuff.
Okay, you're to spray. Spray.
Why do you guys like the spray?
Just easier.
Easier.
You don't miss spots as easily.
Okay.
And it doesn't get on your hands.
Okay.
And it doesn't burst the car when it's like hot out.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where on your skin do you usually apply sunscreen?
Neck and shoulders,
Yeah.
and like face and
Face,
stuff.
yeah.
Ears.
On my cheeks.
Shoulders.
My moisturizer has SPF in it, so my face every day. Anywhere that's like being exposed to the sun.
Sometimes I get my butt cheeks.
I burn really easily.
And why do you apply in those certain areas? You just said for burning purposes. Is there any other reasons you guys choose to apply in certain areas of your body?
That's where I seem to get burnt first. and
Your
worse.
face will get wrinkles.
What?
I'm up in
They got wrinkles.
Okay. Where do you usually go to buy your sunscreen?
Walgreens.
Yeah.
Whoever's closest.
Yeah,
Or you
I
can
agree with
buy.
that.
So we have Walgreens, wherever's closest, convenience, whatever's convenient. What is your favorite type of application of sunscreen?
Well, I really like the Neutrogena stick because you don't have to touch anything and it goes on my face really smoothly.
Okay.
I don't know, as a kid I always used to put Banana Boat on, so it's kind of been my brand, so stick with that.
And what for that brand? Because Banana Boat is that brand. What application type do you use in Banana Boat? What type of product?
Just anything with a good SPF.
Okay. So you don't have a preference on like how it comes on.
Not really.
Okay. Anyone else for the favorite type of, or what brand do you usually?
I would say the Copper Tone Sport, usually the spray kind of thing's called Sport, the waterproof one.
Mm-hmm. And why do you like that one?
It's usually like if I'm at the beach, I'm running around playing volleyball, getting sweaty.
Okay.
I like the Aveeno one, because it seems really light, so that one's nice.
Yeah, Mom always used to put Aveeno on me when I was a kid.
So how do you feel about Aveeno now?
Just brand loyal.
Okay. So, your childhood has influenced you to buy Aveeno?
Sure.
And what has influenced you guys to buy the ones that you've bought? Any, if any, influence?
Well, Neutrogena is like a good skin brand in general, so I think that had a little bit of influence. And also the convenience of the stick.
Okay. Okay. Describe your typical process of applying sunscreen.
Just get it on as fast as you can, so you can do whatever you're doing.
Okay.
Put it on.
Okay. Put it on in the quickest way possible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd say, get a friend and then stand like T-shape, spray the front, turn around, spray the back.
And then you have to let it dry because it's sticky and uncomfortable.
Okay, so that's how you apply it when you use a spray. So for people who use lotions, what's your application process for lotions?
Put on my shoulders first.
Like wherever you think you get
And then
burned.
your
Yeah,
neck.
wherever I think I get burnt easily.
And then you
Yeah.
try
This
your
is my
best
face
to
is
get it
last.
everywhere else.
And then you gotta ask your friend to like rub it on your back,
Yeah.
which is annoying.
Priorities first.
Okay.
Hopefully you have friends.
Or your mom.
Yeah, or your mom.
Steve, you know.
Okay, so what is the biggest pain in the process of applying your sunscreen?
Missing spots.
Missing spots.
How long it takes to dry.
Okay. How long it takes to dry?
How long it takes to even like rub in, like
Absorb.
It smells kind of
it's not
weird.
the same thing.
Okay. Okay, well that
Okay, so you all said you usually get it in Walgreens. So you're like standing in Walgreens and you're looking at all the sunscreen, and you said price is important and what else?
Yeah.
SPF. So do you literally, if you're standing in an aisle, you're like, okay, I like spray. So you look at the spray and then you just look for the cheapest SPF level, or like how does that go in your head when you're like standing at the store about to buy sunscreen?
Are you like brand loyalty?
And if I bought something before and I liked it, I'll probably just buy it again.
I normally look for the SPF and then to see if they have that in the kind of sunscreen that I like the form of it, not necessarily the brand always.
I like when they tell you it's oil free and that it's going to be dry.
Me too.
I'll usually like have a baseline SPF I'm looking for, and then get the cheapest one that meets that or above.
Second that.
I agree.
Okay, and let's go around and everyone share the SPF that you look for. What is the SPF that your minimum? Like you have to wear sunscreen that has this SPF in it. So we'll start with Stephen.
15.
30.
15.
30.
I usually use like 30 on my face and 15 on the rest of my body.
Probably like 25.
15.
15.
Okay. All right. So now I would like you to think of a specific time and place that you used sunscreen and explain why you used it. I would like you to share if there were any influences or factors for you to apply the sunscreen and how you felt after applying it.
So like, have you been on a trip recently and like your mom was like, you need to put some sunscreen on, darling? Or like, what were your influences? Were you like, oh, I need to do this because eventually I'll get skin cancer or I will burn really badly?
I'll start with that. I was on a trip, and depending on like the UV index and how high it was and how high it was, and depending on how much sunscreen I put on SPF.
Like a couple times over, like during the summer, I'll go on a hike or something, and I'll know I'll be by myself, so I'll always get the spray kind, so I can like spray it on my back and get more coverage. And then I'd always make sure I had enough to come with me, so I could reapply 2 or 3 times, depending how long I'm out in the sun.
Okay. Were your influences or factors, like whoever influenced you or whatever influenced you to wear the sunscreen, or those factors, were they looking out in your best interest?
Can you rephrase that?
Like, so someone told you to put on this sunscreen, whatever brand, SPF, type of sunscreen they gave to you, were they looking out in your best interest? Like, you should use this because of the SPF, it's really going to protect you? Or are they kind of just throwing one at you, saying, use this is what we have?
Most of the time I would say it's that they just, that's kind of what they have and they say use this. Or if I'm saying like, oh, I'm really sunburned, like what's the highest one you have? Or, oh, I want to get really tan, what's the lowest one you have?
Okay, and if you're, since we're still kind of thinking about a specific example, do you feel that you benefited from using the product at the time? If so, how?
I would say yeah. I think it was in my best interest because I knew that that was going to be the one that I could get on like the most of my body without any help. I'd say for that reason it was effective.
Anyone else?
The SPF in my moisturizer hasn't given me any wrinkles yet. So it's working.
Beneficial.
What brand moisturizer do you use?
Neutrogena.
Neutrogena? Okay, cool. After applying the sunscreen, we're still in the scenario that we discussed earlier. After applying the sunscreen, did it make you feel oily or sticky?
Nope.
No? You didn't feel oily or sticky?
It felt kind of like thick,
Okay.
if that makes sense.
Yeah, definitely. The product itself felt thick on your skin. Anyone else?
Felt sticky.
Sticky? You felt okay. And so from those feelings, it was thick, sticky. How did that make you feel about the product itself?
It made me feel like it was protecting, but just because it feels like it's thick doesn't mean it's necessarily blocking rays.
Mm-hmm. How did you feel about the product after it made you feel sticky?
Maybe a little discouraged from wearing sunscreen, but I mean, in the end, I know it's better for my skin than anything. So.
Okay. Okay. Sorry. Was it a difficult time, or was it difficult / a time-consuming process while applying the sunscreen? So was it difficult to apply, or did it take you a while?
Usually takes a while.
And what does it take when you're using what product? Does it take you a while? What type
The
of product?
like the lotion type.
Lotion takes you a while. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Okay.
agree. Lotion takes me a while if I'm using it on like my arms or shoulders or something, just to make sure that you don't miss like.
Right.
Because it's really stupid when you get sunburned in like one spot.
And then what about the stick? Because you said that you've used the sunblock stick. Is that time consuming? Is that difficult?
That's a little difficult because the stick is only a certain size, and so if it's too big, you can't really like get it on like.
Mm-hmm. Right. Okay. But at the end of the day, did you feel protected from the sun?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Now we're kind of going to move into your expectations of sunscreen just as a whole when you use it. What features do you expect from a sunscreen?
Or want.
Or, yeah, want or...
With the spray, like something that comes out like evenly and like has like a normal range. It's not like super small, but it's also not like barely coming out.
Okay.
It'd be cool if it wasn't sticky.
Okay. I like when it's sticky. So the texture, you just don't like how that is. Okay.
How do you guys apply the spray to your face?
Just close your eyes
Close
and
your
do
eyes.
it. Close your eyes.
Straight on? Hands?
After you spray it, do you feel like you need to rub it in after? Or once you spray it, is it good to go?
Usually rub it in.
I'm good to go.
Okay. So you're good to go, and then Marcus feels like he needs to rub it in a little bit. Okay. Do you feel confident in a certain brand to protect you? Is there a certain brand that you feel does a better job of protecting you?
Vino.
Yeah. You feel Vino protects you really well?
Just from childhood, sure.
Okay. Anyone else have a specific brand you feel protects you well?
I feel like Neutrogena protects me well because, like I said, it goes on kind of thicker, even though it's not always the best feeling.
Right.
But
Okay. What makes you feel confident about a brand? To get deeper in that, is it the actual product and how it works, or is it the brand name?
I'd say I kind of trust the place that I'm buying it from. Like if I go to Target to get sunscreen, I pretty much trust that whatever they're going to sell is going to be pretty reliable.
Okay.
Yeah.
You agree with that?
Well, I think that the name brands like get their name brand by working on. So
Right.
I also
they don't
think,
succeed if they
yeah,
don't.
if I do try like an off-brand and it's really cheap and it doesn't work well, then that kind of equates like the cheapest things to be the lowest quality too.
Right. Okay. What benefits have you received from sunscreen?
My skin would probably be uglier.
Probably
Okay.
wrinkles.
No wrinkles.
Do you feel that you've avoided wrinkles and just like sun damage?
Mm-hmm.
When I don't use sunscreen, I've gotten sun poisoning, so that sucks.
Okay, so you avoid sun poisoning when you wear
Yes.
sunscreen. Okay, that's definitely good. Any other ones? Okay. How good of a job is your sunscreen doing at meeting your expectations? Your current sunscreen. So, I know that it's winter right now in Wisconsin, but when you think of the last time you used sunscreen in that particular type and brand, how good of a job do you think it's been doing? What? Let's do this
Mediocre.
one. Mediocre.
Yeah. I mean,
There's areas of improvement.
Areas for improvement.
I think it was fine. I didn't get sunburned, so
Okay. So you're content.
I'm content.
Content.
Sweet.
In what areas does your particular product excel, and what are the shortcomings of that particular product, if you have any?
With the sports spray, I'd say like it's also kind of nice that it's like in a can and it's lightweight. It's lighter than a lotion.
Okay.
So like if I'm taking my Camelback, it's not gonna like make it heavier than it needs to be, but it also like runs out faster than a bottle of lotion.
Okay, that's a good attribute that it's lightweight. Any other good things or shortcomings excelling?
I feel like there's not sunscreen out there that's made to go on your face and the rest of your body. Like you have to have two different products
Okay.
because your face is more sensitive.
Product-wise or application-wise?
Both. Like my moisturizer is like for your face, and then like no actual like lotion or spray says for the face. Like you can use it on your face too. Like it's safe for your face.
Okay. Yeah, definitely.
So you look for like oil free, like you said, and then like waterproof for your face. Okay, cool.
Okay, to wrap things up, I just want you to tell me one or two things that you will take away from this focus group today. Just one or two things that kind of pop out from you after having this discussion together.
One by one.
Yep, so we'll start again with Marcus.
I didn't know there was like supposed to be different things applied to your face versus the rest of your body, so I guess I'll look into that a little more.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, and I gotta actually put on more than I usually do. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say probably look for something for my face. That's like not
Wrinkle
gonna like
free.
break you out or give you wrinkles or something.
Sure.
I didn't know that you guys all didn't know that.
For sunscreen, that is.
No, like I just kind of put my sunscreen on my face. And then, then I go.
All that like gives me the willies, the thought of it.
Okay, so what are one or two takeaways for you?
I didn't realize how many different types of sunscreen there are.
Okay.
Before, like, without thinking about it, I didn't really realize how difficult the application process was. So maybe trying something with an easier application process.
Okay.
I didn't realize that Aveeno had brand loyal customers because I feel like their sunscreen I've just never wanted to try because I felt like Aveeno was almost too focused on like beauty.
I guess I just thought it was kind of interesting to see where people like like got their motivation to buy different types of sunscreen?
Yeah, I would say I would reiterate what Marcus said. I didn't realize that people put 2 different types of sunscreen on their face and body. They just use the same SPF.
Okay. Awesome. Well, I'm glad you guys are leaving with some takeaways. If you have any other questions or comments or opinions, please feel free to share those now.
I guess it'd be nice to have like some type of sunscreen like you can take on a plane, I guess, just because they give you like a certain amount of liquid that you can bring on. So having something that like a smaller liquid content would be nice to have for sunscreen.
Okay.
Don't forget your sunscreen in the winter, like if you're skiing and stuff. Just a disclaimer.
Okay.
Something
Thank you.
that's also more compact as well.
Something more compact. Okay. Anything else? Okay, well, thank you for your time and participation. We greatly appreciate your insight and feel that this focus group has given us what we need to continue our research on sunscreen products. So, thank you, everyone.
Of course.
Yay!
How long is it?
26 minutes.